It's Jon Batiste coming at you from The Late Show in the Ed Sullivan Theater in my office. And we have a Grammy Award winning, Billboard Award winning, Emmy Award winning trumpeter, pianist, composer, ranger, genius, and an all around cool cat, Arturo Sandoval.
All right, man. Thank you for having me in here. Wow, it's a pleasure. I see you every night, but you never see me.
I know. This is the first time we actually met. I've seen you perform a lot. You're a genius. I was mentioning the first time that I went to the Blue Note and heard you play. I moved to New York in 2004 and I heard you at the Blue Note Club. Mm-hmm. And you played every instrument. The piano, you played the bass, you played the keyboard, and you played some drums, even some the congas.
But you know why? Because I couldn't afford to hire more musicians.
How did you learn how to play so many instruments, and what made you stick with the trumpet?
Trumpet is my first love, my first passion, you know. But you know, I love music. Yeah. Period. I love music, and I want always hungry to learn and get new things, and I always want to incorporate new things in what I do. But in terms of style of music and everything, I listen to everything. For example, I listen almost every day all Rachmaninoff music. I love Rachmaninoff, man.
Did you study classical music?
Yeah, that was before I heard any jazz in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, I started playing traditional Cuban music. Yeah. I grew up in a small village in the countryside of the island. And then I get into the classical music afterwards. And then so far I never heard any jazz. I was playing for a few years when somebody played for me an album of Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker.
Oh man, Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker, I mean, innovators of bebop, changed jazz.
They create that thing, they change everything.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I said, what's this?
Right.
Somebody said, jazz. They said, I want to learn that.
Right.
And that was in the late 60s or something. And I'm still in a mission, trying to learn jazz.
Right.
Because it's a process that never ends, you know.
Did you have music in your family, or was it someone outside of the family who showed you Dizzy and his music?
Nobody. By the way, the guy who played for me, he asked me, do you ever hear any jazz music? I said, no. He was a journalist. He was a writer for the paper.
Really?
Yeah, but he liked jazz.
Right.
He speak a little bit English as well, I think. And then I said, no, what's that? He said, it's a wonderful music, man. Come here, I'm going to play you something. That's the guy who played for me, the Dizzy.
Wow.
And that was 66, 67. I started playing music in 1961. I was playing already for 6-7 years. Okay, and exactly 10 years later, I met Dizzy Gillespie, 77.
It's almost like it was fate. It's meant to happen.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you that. After so many years, I still consider that one of the most important days of my life, you know, because that day, my life changed upside down. And
I remember it in, I believe, 1982, you made an album with Dizzy in Finland.
That was the first one.
How did that come together?
We do the live recording
in
Cuba of 77.
Wow.
That was the very first one.
How old were you then?
I was 26 years old.
Playing with a legend at 26.
Playing with my hero.
Wow.
You know what? I always consider that like a gift from God.
Right.
You have to feel like you were blessed because you meet your own hero, and your hero became your mentor, and the guy who always was and still my biggest musical influence, you know. And he took me under his arm, and he really helped me a lot, man, since the very first moment we met. And I was playing with him until he passed away.
Wow. Do you have any, I guess, nuggets or memories of things that you could share with us that he told you? Top 3 things that Dizzy told you off the record that you remember.
Yeah. you know, he always loved Cuban music. And he always, you know, we share a lot of things. By the way, he always moved to the piano. When he want to explain you something or teach you anything about anything, he always, that, by the way, that was the first thing I read many years ago when I was a teenager or something. It was a jazz history book when Miles Davis came to Dizzy asking for advice and help.
Wow.
And Dizzy said, okay, I can help you. Let's go to the piano. I might say, piano, what for? And Dizzy said, piano, that's the thing, man. That's the best teacher. And when I read that, I said, I better get familiar with the piano too.
Oh,
and that became like an obsession to me, you know, to get. And he always, everything, you know, he said, and I learned that from him, by the way. When I improvise, that's very true. I learned that from him. Close your eyes and try to visualize the keyboard.
Wow.
Because everything is there, you know.
Well, the piano is right in front of you.
The piano is a more, how can I say it, a simple way to visualize what you hear.
That's right.
Because with the trumpet, you play one note.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can play two. Sometimes I do 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, the overtones and things.
Yeah, one with the throat and all that. Yeah. But
that's cool.
With the piano, you can see everything you hear, and then you start, when you get familiar with the piano, you start to listen to the music and appreciate the music in the different perspective.
Right.
Because most of the people listen to the music in the, how you say, linear?
Yes, linears.
Linears,
yeah. Right.
Like horizontal kind of thing. But when you get familiar with that, you start to listen to the music in this way.
Wow. Yeah, it's like an orchestra.
You hear,
everything is
you
there.
You hear all the colors and everything, and then your appreciation change completely.
Right on.
And Dizzy always talk about that.
What drives you?
Man, I think it's everything and nothing. Nothing and everything. Everything could be a motivation. When I get up in the morning, I drive my granddaughter to school. I feel blessed. I feel so happy. When I come back and my wife prepare breakfast for me, I feel blessed. I feel happy. If my wife start to see, she sent me to throw the garbage or something, I don't feel that happy, but it's still part of the life.
Yeah.
You have to deal with everything, you know. And I think anything could be a motivation, but the most important thing for me is when I get up in the morning, I swear to God, the first thing I do, I go to the piano. I feel half sleepy, half awake. I go to the piano, I play a little bit, and then I get back and brush my teeth. That could be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10, 15. It also depends if I got like a good couple of bars. I put my phone and record it.
Right.
I got hundreds of those things.
Yeah, man.
But it's good to have it because when I need things.
It's a ton of stuff.
Yeah. And that for me is very important because I call that the first encounter with the day. And beside that, the first thing also, beside playing the piano in the morning, I look to sense God. I'm here home playing the piano instead of driving a truck from Oklahoma to Key West. Or I don't know, in the middle of the field in Cuba, cutting sugar cane with 100 degrees or something. I'm doing what I love, and then we have to be grateful Because when you're grateful, your attitude is a lot more, you assimilate more, and you get a best result of everything that you're trying to accomplish when you feel grateful. And this is something I always explain to students and people who say, man, be grateful that you're doing what you're doing. And when you're practicing for X amount of time, be grateful, be happy, because you're gonna get a lot better, appreciation of what you're doing when you think that I do it exactly something for your beneficial, not only as a person, but it's for your family, for the community, for the people who love music all over the world.
Right.
Because you're improving your thing and your speech, you're going to be better. Whatever you want to share with the people going to be better
higher
quality.
level. Yeah.
Better quality. And that's respect for the audience and respect for the music. That's very important. Never jump to the stage if you're not 100% well prepared.
What, in your estimation, what do you see the purpose of music being, or what is the purpose of your music? Like, what is your intent when you're performing?
Music is one of the very few things that have the capability to heal your soul. Music, I always call music the balm for the soul. Because, especially nowadays, when we have so much, extremely too much information about everything. You watch the news, man, is most of the time it's depressing because they enjoy sharing all the miseries of the world. But people, I think they like enjoy.
Yeah, they want
share
to
with
see it
you
all burn.
The bad news.
That's right.
If I ever hit the lotto, I want to establish a television channel. They're gonna call GNC. GNC, not like a vitamin thing.
Good news channel.
Good news channel. And that channel is forbidden, 100%, to share any kind of problems, misery, crime, politics. No, only good news. To make the people still enjoying life, man. It's enough. And then we are blessed because we got the opportunity to jump on the stage in front of the audience for a couple of hours and give them only positive vibration and positive message. Could be a happy message, could be a sad message, could be whatever, like a suspicious message, any kind of, but never negative. Just to make you enjoy a couple of hours and get off of all those bad things and enjoy pure music for a couple of hours. And we are the vehicle just to do that. We are missionary. We got a mission from God just to, God used us to send a message through our instrument or voice or whatever. And we have to represent that with dignity, and we have to really care about that and be sure we are doing 100% to do your best.
Arturo, thank you very much for coming. This has been
my pleasure,
an
man.
honor and a pleasure.
My pleasure, man. I watch you. I watch you every night, and I'm very familiar with your work, man, and I'm very proud to be here with you.
Oh man,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.